Hey, baby.
What the dog doing?
Cue the music. It's weird. We usually just roll right into it.
Yeah.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Bored Till Death podcast. If you're new to the podcast still, I'm Taylor. Say hello, Ben. I'm going with you because you're in the middle for me now.
Hello, Ben.
Hello, Ben. Andrew.
Hey, he did the thing.
He did the thing. Andrew with your
Thing.
Goldilocks, say hi.
Hi.
The
Hi.
hair is looking very luscious, by the way. You got
I gotta make sure I look like I belong in the woods for your elopement.
Oh, it's true. Which is next week, and I'm freaking out a little. No, I'm not freaking out. I can't wait. It's just, yeah. It's cool that it's here finally.
Texting Jade right now.
She's gonna hear this. Back to your hair, quick. Every time I see it, I just think of like a Pert commercial from back in the day, of like the people like their flocks of hair. You remember the
A what commercial?
Pert, the shampoo?
Pert was a
PRT?
shampoo.
Yeah. Or like, do you remember like the shampoos that came in like a little fish container? For like for kids?
Yes.
L'Oreal Kids.
There it is. L'Oreal Kids. That's what I'm getting from your haircut over here. How long are you letting that grow?
I actually cut it.
You did?
Like a while back. Yeah, I cut like 5 inches off of it. So I forgot how long it was, and then I was recording, or I was editing one of the videos I'm going to put out, and the footage is really old. Hair's like down to here. I was doing episodes with hair all the way down here, and it didn't even occur to me because it gradually gets lower. And yeah, I cut it right before I went to New York. It's already getting long again.
Should have had you get ordained and come out in like some white robes for the ceremony.
Yeah. I just come out and I just come out walking. My hands are just grazing across the tops of the ferns as I approach.
Hello, my children. Oh shit! What's going on, boys? How we doing? How we feeling?
Oh, we
Doing
doing
good. How are you?
Oh, I'm splendid. Just not tired whatsoever. Not at all. I'm great.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear.
It's a lie, but you know how it goes. Ben, how was Furnace Fest 2.0 for you this time?
That's not like an introductory conversation. That's like a main topic point.
You're going to talk about the whole thing again?
Wait, are you painting while we talk?
Are you minding your own business while we talk?
Are you shutting the fuck up? I see the brush now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple little things to finish up, and then you just jumped right in. So I was like, all right, well, shit, I gotta be quick about this one.
We always jump right in.
Yeah, Furnace Fest is a whole conversation. So if y'all want me to like go off on it, I will. Or we can
I generally start with
topic point.
I generally start with how y'all's weeks were this time, and I feel like that probably trumps both Andrew's weeks. So go
Andrew,
ahead.
how was your week? I've got a long. Y'all talk about your weeks, then I will talk about Furnace Fest.
You
All
sound
right,
like you
I'll make
really
this
need to
easy
get
for
done
you.
first.
Yeah, I'll make this easy for you. My week sucks ass.
Okay.
So there you
Okay,
go.
Ben.
I'm getting ready for, everyone at work is losing their mind because I'm taking a week off and I'm trying to wrap up projects for 2 different sides of my job description. And it's all very time sensitive. And part of it has to do with grant funding for the foundation, like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I have to get these applications in so that people give us money. And
Why does Grant need help?
yeah, screw Grant. Who even is that?
Honestly, Andrew, you're like the character in the show that everyone always questions, like, what do you do for work? Like,
That's true. I never talk about it. That's true. Without naming names, because I don't want to, whatever. I work for the biggest lupus foundation, like foundation for lupus research and trying to find a cure and treatments for lupus in America.
Oh, that
based out
company.
in New York. So
Sounds like
It's
you've
funny.
got,
it's funny though, because you say that it sounds like it's this massive thing, but
It's
it's only 50 people that work for it. So
oh, I thought you were about to say 50 people that have lupus. I was like, what the?
it's not that big a deal. Only 50 people have
Only
lupus.
50. Yeah.
good odds.
Yeah.
I like the odds.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I've been working after hours a lot this week and also working on other things.
After hours.
So
warming up that karaoke voice for next week. Get ready.
Name
You
the
warming
show,
up?
Taylor. No,
What?
it's freaking Phineas and Ferb.
Never watched it.
Or is it Phineas and Ferb? I think it's Phineas and Ferb.
I think it is. Yeah.
Never watched it.
It's like Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. That's way off key right there. But then it's just like After Hours, and it's just like a little. Come on, dude, just watch cartoons. It's be fine.
That was a smart show.
We're
That was a
gonna get
smart
into
show.
That show, Adventure Time, even like a little bit of Flapjack. But there's so much in the early 2010s that was genius, and people are like, "It's a cartoon, and I don't like it." I'm like,
Oh my
"Shut
God.
up."
Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack is the biggest fever dream I think I've ever watched.
I
It's so
still quote
good,
that
but
all the time.
it's so that kid's voice and Bubby the Whale. That was the thing.
Yeah.
when I was a kid, and even still among my family, I was nicknamed Bubby because my sister, when she was
that
little,
why?
couldn't pronounce. Yeah, she couldn't pronounce her D's, and she would try to call me Buddy, and it would just be Bubby, and that's why. So when I started watching a show where there's a Bubby the Whale, and all of a sudden, like, that joke just got compounded on itself, and it really solidified that I was Bubby, apparently. So, yeah.
There's the please let me see your face. I need to see your face. Please let me see your face. There's that one. There's like there's the West. And there's the angel, the mer angel, or the sky mermaid or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like even it's like all angels or all whatever people go to the heaven after they die. They're like, even the scary ones, and she's like, yes, and they're just like out of pocket. Anyways, if you haven't seen it, you don't know what we're talking about.
What was it? Was it a barkeeper? Like the the bar
Dr.
was
Barker.
like a he was like a candy shop,
Yes.
and he was super creepy, and his
Exquisite.
wife was made of candy melded together.
Oh no,
like-
that's the bartender. I can't
yeah, the
remember his name.
bartender.
Yeah, he ran
Yeah.
the bar. No, I'm thinking of Dr. Barber.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, that show is wild.
You know,
Find your own hidey hole.
when y'all go on a tangent about something, I kind of always know what you're talking about. I truly have zero idea what the fuck you're talking about.
And then also Flapjack, he's like an orphan, but Bubby the whale is kind of like his mom, and she's this huge whale that just docks off at the end of the pier, and he sleeps in her mouth under her tongue.
Oh god.
And then the other main character is Captain Knuckles, and he's like this like cracked out old sea captain.
You love to see it.
And yeah, it's a time.
I truly don't think I watched religiously a cartoon in the 2010s at all. I think I've seen some.
Yeah, we know
episodes.
you haven't watched Clone Wars or Rebels. Like, I don't know who you're trying to defend this against.
Well, that was 2000. Well, I guess then I bled into 2010s. That's right.
Let's see, we are 9 minutes in. We started technically about 8 minutes in, and Clone Wars has been brought up already.
If only we watched it 30 times. Oh shit! Yes, Taylor doesn't watch cartoons. We've established this. It's all good.
So how was your week, Taylor?
Oh, just working.
No, I don't. That's why I
asked.
Ben sounds like he's holding in a lot of energy for his description of Furnace Fest. He's like, there's something boiling inside of him as he's, hey, how was your week, Taylor?
No, I just got done watching. We're watching Bly Manor. We're finally finishing it because we put it down before the new Meg Flanagan or whatever the hell his name is show comes out. So I'm like in a spooky headspace. So I'm just weird right now.
Jade showed me. I've never seen them. I don't know why. I've seen the first two Underworlds this week for the first time ever.
You've never seen them?
I never saw them. I don't know why. And I didn't realize how. I don't know. Honestly, it feels like Twilight with guns. Like the vibe I'm getting out of it, and I just.
But
And it's
darker.
even better than that.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I wasn't expecting such a.
It feels like Twilight trying to be Blade.
Yeah. Yes.
No,
Yeah.
it's if Hot
Kind of.
Topic got their own like movie studio
Okay,
and
yep,
we're trying to recreate Blade
Yeah.
and Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll give you all that.
I actually like the first one personally.
First one was great.
Yeah.
Bill Nye is a vampire, or is that in the first one, or is that in the
First one.
Did you
I
say
think Bill Nye's in
Nye?
the first one. Yeah,
I don't remember Bill Nye.
I didn't see Bill Nye in any of the first two.
Is this one of Ben's?
Jamal, look it up. We need to know if Bill Nye was a vampire.
Yep, he was in the first Underworld, bitch.
Holy crap! How did I miss that?
I straight up missed that. I gotta go back now.
Now I gotta see what he looked like.
I can't stop thinking of how the one dude who becomes the hybrid looks like Scott Stapp the whole time.
Yes.
Oh, well,
I'm just,
yeah,
Yes.
I'm just seeing him. I'm just seeing Scott Stapp up there acting the whole time from Creed. In my head, I'm like, "Yeah, you take me," and I'm like, "This is weird." It was like the same time and everything, but I'm excited for the third one. It's the prequel to everything. I'm told, and Jade said it's her favorite. So, but we're on
I
our.
stopped after 2.
Oh, did you?
Wait,
He said
Bill Not. You don't mean the science guy.
No, not the science guy.
Well,
Do
that's
you
why I
really
was-
think?
That's what
That's why I was so
thinking.
taken back. That's why I was like, this is the main bad guy. This isn't Bill Nye. So okay, now it makes more sense.
Wait, is there another Bill Nye?
It's like, when was Bill Nye the science guy a vampire?
Hold on.
I was so confused.
I'm
his
so
name's-
mad right now.
He's Bill
It's the
Nye.
other
also?
Bill
Oh,
Nye.
Nye.
It's the other Bill Nye.
I did not know that was his name.
Davy Jones and
Yeah.
he's been a lot of people. Yeah.
Wow.
Great actor. I was like, what?
I'm sitting here. I'm like, where the fuck that nerd at in the whole movie?
You mean the dude that babysat me in class when my teacher had a hangover was a vampire? He walks in and his fangs extend and his whole like posse behind him is just like, Bill.
What? How unfortunate for the actor Bill Nye to follow that guy.
Oh, that's
Oh,
hilarious.
I now immediately want a cheesy movie of Bill Nye as a vampire. Like
Yes.
I want to see that happen.
And with nothing changed about the cadence of his voice or anything. Like he is
not at all.
himself with teeth in. And that's it.
That's great. I love that Andrew and I were both right there with that.
I was like, wait,
I
what?
had concerns when you didn't catch on. I was like, do they think? No, they couldn't possibly. And then
I hear Bill Nye. I'm automatically going to the science guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's only 73. He looks so fucking old. What the hell? All right.
Yeah, but he looks like he's been that age for like decades.
Yes!
At the same time. Like,
Underworld came out 20 years ago, and he looks 73 years old in that damn movie.
yeah.
Oh man. Well, get quickly through mine. I worked a lot. I'm gonna be Ben this week. I worked a lot. I came home. I slept when I could. Watched Underworld. Watched football. There we go. I almost won like $1,500, but I won't talk about that. I'm so sad.
how much did you actually win?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay.
It's
Just
all or
clarifying.
nothing. It's all or nothing.
I saw the thing that you posted where you're like 3 yards away from winning $500 on the one.
I bet a guy to run for 100 yards. He ran for 97. I was like, you rag.
That sucks
Dude, if I add up all the times I was like right there, I'd probably be $30,000 in winnings. But it's all good. It's all good. NBA starts next month, so we're good. We're good. Yeah. I did have I didn't think I was going to have an Uber experience to share this week, but I ended up having one late last night. The guy left his phone in my car.
We gotta have a name for this thing, like
Right?
the Uber Chronicles or something. Like
Like-
there, every week there's a new
the Chronicles
story.
of Uber.
Yeah,
The Chronicles of Taylor's Backseat. There you go.
Taylor's backseat. Okay, yeah.
I dropped this guy off downtown midday. It was his day off from work. We were chatting. He was like an industry guy and stuff, cook in restaurants. I was talking how he used to do it and stuff, blah, blah, blah. Seemed cool. I get home and I realize he was like last delivery of the day, or I say delivery like I'm delivering meat to places and stuff.
I mean, that is technically what you're doing.
Yeah. From a certain point of view, maybe.
My packages. And I find a phone in my back seat, and I assumed it was his, but I can't make that assumption because I found stuff in the back seat, and it goes back, stops before like the person I had at that time. Just people never say. I've had AirPods sitting back there, and no one for like all day. No one's like, "Hey, someone's AirPods are here." I'm like, "Okay, cool," but I get home, phone's locked. I don't know how to get a hold of this guy. Obviously, I have his phone. I can't call him and shit. At like 9:00, his mom calls on the phone, and she doesn't know. And she was like, "Who is this?" She started like freaking out and everything. And I was trying to tell her my situation, and she went in. She literally just went out. She's like, "Oh, did you drop him off in downtown during the day?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, good to know. He's out. He's an alcoholic. He's out drinking probably all day and everything." I'm like,
"Oh,
Jesus Christ, woman,
you enabler!"
Yeah, she started like getting like angry with me a little bit and all this shit, and then she started like tearing up on the phone, like all these struggles she has with her 45-year-old son and stuff. I'm like, I'm just trying to return a phone. Like, what the fuck? I was on the phone for like 5 minutes because like she hadn't told me any info I needed by then. And I was like, Jade, yell my name or something. So she like, babe. I was like, oh, ma'am, I got to go. My wife's calling me and all these things. But yeah, and that's it. It was just a weird phone call I had with this random woman, old lady who lives in Alaska and all this shit.
In Alaska?
Yeah, she was like, I'm all the way in Alaska. I don't know what to do. I'm going to send you money to get his phone, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, let me know who it is. Like, let me know who the hell I'm dropping off to. And that's all I needed. But yeah, that's all I got. Everyone else been pretty chill this week. Pretty chill.
Cool.
So, Ben, how was your week?
It's fine.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I got done painting this little dude. I painted a guy. You can't see it because it's moving fast, but I painted him.
Okay.
I'm
a dude.
Let's see. What did I do this week?
He's a dude.
I drove all the way down to Birmingham, Alabama.
We're all dudes.
I went to Furnace Fest.
For like 16 hours?
For 12 hours. So that's how long so...
Wait, how long was the drive?
5 hours.
So you drove about as long as you were there, combined.
I drove longer than I was there.
Nice.
Because, Friday night, Emily and I were having a drink, unwinding from like some shitty situations going on in our personal lives. We're just like, let's just grab a beverage, knowing full well we had a long day on Saturday.
Indeed.
Got about 6 hours of sleep. Woke up. Went to work. After work, we went to a wedding. Went to the wedding. Said, hey, it was great. Chilling. Can't drink because we're driving. Blah blah blah. And then we left the wedding at 7:30. Didn't get into Birmingham until 1 a.m.
Oh, you went the night of? Jeez, the night before.
Yeah. Damn. So that was a full day on 6 hours of sleep. Yeah. We get there. Billy Madison is on, so I'm obviously watching that until 3 a.m.
Of course.
And then I wake up at 9 to go to Furnace Fest. Well, I just woke up at 9. I couldn't sleep in those like hotel beds. Yeah. And so from 9, we got there at 12, went to Furnace Fest, did that till about 11:30, had food till about 12:30, got on the road about 1 in the morning, and then drove back, and I got back into Asheville at 9 in the morning the next day. So I was up for a full 24 hours.
Yeah, you were.
And then you had to work that day, didn't you?
And then I had to go to work.
You sent a message at like 8 in the morning. I was like, Ben is not up at this time. Like, what
something is wrong.
I didn't realize how long I had been awake until I got to Greenville and everything was blurry, but there was only like an hour left. So I was like, yeah, let's just push through. I got out and did some jumping jacks. And
how many energy drinks?
Let's see. 2 Monsters at Furnace, 3 5-hour energies within the weekend.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
A Ritalin.
A Ritalin.
And
it's some white powder. I don't know what it was.
About 4 cups of coffee.
Jesus, how are you alive? Your kidney was like
there was a part of the drive on the way back that like there was a sharp pain in my chest.
Oh, there it goes.
I look at Emily and I'm like, what side's your heart on? She's like, your left. I was like, oh, that'll explain it because there's a dagger-like feeling right in the chest. Yeah, it was.
Ben's driving. Ben's driving, but his perception is just like he's stuck in jello as he's going down the highway.
Honestly, everything was fine. I was just worried about deer because that was the thing. Is it's like my reaction time is not going to be as good. So if a deer decides to eat himself, I'm just going to be turning it into hamburger helper. Like they're just.
I don't know why, but it's kind of a funny idea to me that you're hopped up on all these things and you're in real life. You're just worried about your deer. The deer because of the reaction time to be able to swerve, but in my head, my reaction is like your paranoia is just zooming in on the most random things. Like, no, not the deer. What are the deer? like the deer are gonna get me.
It's a good thing you were driving at night with less cars on the road. I'm guessing.
I mean, yeah. If I was driving during the day, I would not have gone because we had to drive through Atlanta too, and I was like, no.
Oh,
but at night it was fine.
Ooh. Yeah,
and that was after a day full of stage diving and screaming and jumping around. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time.
Okay, but how was Plea? I forgot to watch that set. I gotta watch that.
You should have watched that set. There is a set on YouTube where you can see me stage diving, I think like 12 times in 30 minutes. It's not a lot, I admit, but with a knee brace on, it's an achievement.
I want to go back and get a clip of every time Ben on this podcast has said, oh, I'm done. My hardcore dancing days are done. No
I
more.
didn't mosh. I just stage dive. That's
really? That's way better.
I didn't mosh at all. Yeah, on my way across the pit to get to the stage diving, I did like swing my arm out just fun. But it wasn't. It was like a clear the way. I'm moving across kind of thing. It was good. Andy farted in the mic for about 30 seconds. I mean, honestly, it was a track.
Love it.
Yeah, so I met Aaron and Ryan at the merch. Yeah, Plea for Purging. I met Aaron and Ryan at the merch booth and bought some stuff. And Aaron's like, "Hey man, like great seeing you." Like I was like, "Dude, it's been like I've been waiting 10 years to see y'all. It's been like coming in. Like, I've never seen you guys before." He's like, "Oh my, like Aaron, the drummer, nicest dude you could ever meet."
Yeah,
and he's super happy. And he's like, "Oh, awesome, dude. Well, like come by the shed. 425s when we're going on. Andy's gonna let a fat rip in the mic. Yeah, dude, it'll be fun." I was just like, "This is the exact energy I came for today. This is why I came." And Plea was great. They were launching the Bad Luck Burger Club burgers into the crowd. Those
the food truck?
Burgers. Yeah, that's the burger truck that Andy runs.
That's so sick.
And I had 2 of those for lunch, and they're, oh my god, it's everything I ever thought I dreamt of. I've been waiting a year and a half at least to go out to Nashville, and I just haven't had the chance. But those smash patties.
Okay.
Yeah, a little pop-up food truck stuff. I don't know what else he's doing, but he's definitely doing that. But yeah, they were launching those into the crowd, and I almost got decked by one when I was running across the stage dive, and I wanted to pick one up and like eat it. But I was like, this is not. Yeah, but I was like, this is not sanitary, so I left that.
If I were to go getting hit in the head by a burger, an air cannon, that sounds not bad.
It wasn't an air cannon; it was a giant rubber band.
Oh,
that was it's a straight up catapult on the stage.
I'm thinking like you go to sporting games, they're launching the T-shirts into the stand. Poof, poof, poof.
They played all the hits. They played all the bangers. Like Malevolence came on. I was like, all right, here we go. We had there was people like walking across the stage for this because he comes on. He's like, I want to see 500 stage dives before we're done, and everyone met that.
Nice.
But some people were walking, like you've seen the music video for Malevolence, where they're all doing the crazy walks across, and people were doing that during the like that little part.
That's awesome.
Everyone was getting into it. It was great.
I would say Plea is probably our most bonded band. I think the three.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All 3 of us just have great memories around that band.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen that. That was awesome. Did they give any hints that there was more to come, or is this
any hope?
They're not touring. Like that, Andy clarified that like on Instagram, but they are doing another show in Nashville in March. So I think they're just gonna basically get together for little events and play a gig,
I've always wanted to
and
go
then
to
go back to
Nashville.
doing their thing. So,
it sounds like we need to go to Nashville.
I've always wanted to go
I
to
mean,
Nashville.
yeah, that's a 5-hour drive. I can be there easy.
Yeah.
Might see y'all there. Once I get done with all this wedding stuff.
But yeah. Plea was great. Plea was probably the best of the whole day. Defeater was great. Again, I talked to Derek. Follow up from last year. He remembered the podcast.
Yeah.
And it was the most awkward experience for me because I look at Emily's like, should I do it? Oh my god! Well, Derek's here. That's what I was waiting for. And
if anyone remembers, okay, so like newer people,
yeah, precursor, yeah.
It was like a year ago. When we used to do the Jam of the Week bit, I did a Jam of the Week around Defeater and how all their albums are concept albums and they're like interconnecting stories of all these of like a family and stuff. So me and Ben start kind of like geeking out on it, and then Ben just goes full nerd mode on
Pretty sure
the back history.
Out.
Yeah,
you were just like
he basically blacked out, and he went on autopilot and just spilled everything he knew about Defeater. And we made a post about it and tagged them in it, and they actually responded, and they're like all, you know, super happy and like super nice and supportive, and was like, this was one thing that was off from what you said. This is what it actually is. I figured it'd be, you know, nice to clarify. This is this is the intention behind the writing and stuff like that. So I told Ben, and I think he shriveled up a little bit inside. But
I don't think I've seen you fangirl so hard before.
And I think it was Derek that responded, because when I talked to him, I was like, yeah, we like, you know, good to see you. Like, la da da da. Like, so really weird story. We did a podcast about a year ago because I asked him, I was like, who runs the Instagram?
Yeah.
He's like, you know, a little bit of everybody. Like I normally do, but you know, all of us kind of do it. I was like, okay, cool. We did a podcast. One of you guys reached out. He's like, oh yeah, like you guys did the whole rant. And I was like, I took everything in me not to go. God, yeah. And I wanted to have a conversation and be like, because on the drive over, I spent the whole day listening to the newer record, trying to like really dissect it and talking to Emily, who she just appreciates it. Yeah. And it was a way to keep me up. And I was like, yeah, you know, like this, I think this is the character. And when he does, and this pulls back to Copper Coin, and the Copper Coin's and I'm like, it's like a research paper.
It's Charlie in the mailroom. You're connecting all these dots and stuff.
It really is. And he was really cool. He was super dope. And I think like either one, I was just really excited and I didn't realize how excited I was, or, you know, I kind of picked up like he was just kind of like not anxious, but also like social, like, okay, like, yeah, here's another nerd. But I was like, can I take a photo? And he's like, yeah, dude. And you can see the photo, like it looks like he's
stone
like
faced in it.
Anything to do with me. And I was like, appropriate. I could have probably come off strong. But yeah, no, he's cool. He remembered it, and I was like, cool, that's dope. And I wanted to talk to him about my findings, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just got overwhelmed and I was like, all right, I'll see you at 2:30. Yeah, man. Bye.
It's always like you walk away and you're like, dude, fuck, I didn't ask this, that. Yeah.
No, and it pissed me off because like when Defeater went on stage, I was front and center. I was on the rail because they have a little step up where people stage dive off of, and then the stage. Yeah. And I was on the step up thing in the middle, right in, like, I'm in view. And I felt really bad because he was doing a lot of calls, like, you know, stage dive, like, come up here and sing it out, like, if you know the words. And I had spent the entire day listening to the new album that I forgot half of the old stuff. So he plays the Red, White, and Blues.
Oh, God.
And I love that song. And all of the lyrics evaporated because I was about to just jump up there and, you know, sing along and jump off. And I could see him like wanting people to do that. And I was like, wait, am I a phony? He knows I'm the one who talked all about this. He knows that I'm wearing pit vipers and a floral Hawaiian shirt. I am very distinct. I'm going to be the phony. Yep. And I had a panic attack. I was just like, oh God.
I heard Googling lyrics.
Yeah, right?
I saw the story or a video, or I don't remember where I saw it, but I just saw a clip of them opening. I don't know if they opened it up with it. If they did, it's a sick way to open their set. But they started playing The Worst of Fates, and I was like, God, I wish I was there right now. That's like my favorite thing from them.
Yeah, I recorded a little bit just because I know everyone has things about like put your phones away at concerts. Dude, I'm getting old. I can't remember what I've seen. So I like to record a little bit to go, oh, I remember that. That was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I recorded that first intro and yeah, it just starts off with like I won't be coming back home.
So
And
they open the set with that?
They open with I won't be coming back home. And then right into I think it was right into Listen Heal. It's a song right after.
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's a great set. And then they played Red, White, and Blues. I think Dear Father popped off when they played that.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, it was a great set. It was a great set. The Cowardice with that's the one I grabbed. Like I actually sang into, and that was my proudest moment. I was like, I wish someone had the photos because I want to be that dude yelling into the mic from the pit. I was trying so hard. Anyways, that was my day.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
What were you trying to say, Andrew?
It just made me think back to last year. The fact that I could have gone for free and just couldn't work it out because I designed that stuff for the band Close Your Eyes. And they're like, hey, we have tickets to this and Blue Ridge Rock Fest. Which one would you want to go to either of them? I'm like, yeah, I would.
Yeah.
But I couldn't work it out. And
bro, I stayed up 24 hours to make this happen. You can do it.
Before we move on and stuff, I remember last year when we had this episode, you were talking about it and everything.
Not wanting to go this year.
Well, yeah. Well, obviously, when Plea came on, you were like, "I'm going now." But you were talking a lot of negatives about like just the event itself last year. Any improvements?
Oh, it's way better. Oh, it is night and day difference.
That's good.
I think they got a new security group. I mean, they took away the barrier. So, like, yeah, I think they had a couple change arounds, but there was no barriers at all.
That's
like people were stage diving left and right. There was a person rating stage dives, which is why I did it so many times at Plea. Because they had
awesome.
They had little numbers, and you were giving out awards, and I saw it, and then I heard "Heart of a Child" come on, and I was like, I looked at it, and I was like, I need a medal, and this is the song to do it.
Man,
I didn't get one though.
Please set sounds like the most peak thing. They're slingshotting burgers and raiding stage dives.
All right,
that is so sick.
We're going to the Nashville show.
Do yourself a favor and watch that video. Like it is buck wild.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
But yeah, it was a good time. Many improvements. Like I said, Bad Luck Burger Club was there, so like food was done. Like that was all I knew. That's all I was gonna eat.
Yeah,
and then I didn't go the whole weekend because I could only go Sunday. But Sunday was like half of the capacity that was last year. But also Bane was closing out, and not a lot of people are like into old hardcore style stuff like that. So I think Kill Switch ended it out the first year, and that was crazy.
Anyone you upset you missed on Saturday?
I would have liked to seen Terror again. Terror played Saturday. Turnstile closed it out Saturday, and that would have been cool because they played in the bigger like stadium that can fit that many people where Every Time I Die played. Yeah. So it would have been nice to have that whole crowd interaction.
I was going to say, I feel like you've probably seen 90% of these bands at this point.
Yeah.
From
a lot of them came back from other years. And I honestly, Sunday was the day to go. Every other one, like bands are still touring. I can see them somewhere else. But Sunday is when all like Haste the Day came back on and they played every banger. And they had Jimmy come back from the original crew, and they started playing like not Pressure the Hinges, Blue 42. They played Blue 42 and like all that old stuff, and that was a wild set.
Wow. That Pressure the Hinges album lived rent free on my damn iPod for fucking a year straight. High school.
I was into Pressure the Hinges, but the one before, I can't remember the name of it. The one before that with like the girl in the field, that was before my time. But I went back and I was like, I like it.
It's good.
But I like the Wolf King album the most. That was what got me into it because it was more melodic.
Yeah.
And then the Coward album. I actually really enjoyed that.
That was one of their later ones, right? Like the last one?
That was the last one. They just got back. Like all the band members got back together and were like, hey, let's do an album with the whole
I don't think I ever checked that one out.
That one's really good.
I never gave it a deep dive, but I remember listening to it. It was a banger. I enjoyed it. Hell yeah!
But anyways, that was my weekend.
Sounds like a good
So
24 hours.
we're just gonna have to go next year. We're gonna have to just make it happen.
Next year.
It'll be the last year.
I'm dead serious about this March police show. I'm dead serious about it. If it's gonna be possible last one, you just described everything that sounded like a blast. I would love to do that little Nashville trip. That'd be no big deal.
Okay.
Once I get through all this wedding season stuff and everything, I'll be good to go.
Just gotta win one bet and you'll pay off your whole.
You getting excited, Taylor?
Oh yeah. What is it? The episode comes out on Monday. I'll be married 4 days later and everything.
Yep. This is our last episode, everyone, where Taylor
he was a single man. Not married man. There we go.
A legally single man.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
She gotta say I do.
Are we hiking a lot on this trip?
The hiking
here and there.
The hiking portions will probably come along on the boys' trip part. Like when we go down to Natural Bridge and stuff, it is a climb down to the rocks and stuff like that.
We may need to stop and get me a cane, but that's the only thing.
Oh, it's all good. There won't be a lot.
Dude, there's sticks. There's nice sticks everywhere.
I had that realization of like, my ACL is on the fritz, and I'm going out west into the mountains. Like
on the fritz.
This is going to be an interesting trip.
Oh, that is one thing. There's not a lot of hiking, but there will be a lot of sand. So
that's fine.
It is the coast.
So no backbreakers on this one or anything. Everything's just like pull up and you see it, and it's fucking amazing, basically. So,
yeah,
but no, you should be fine.
Yeah, but I think you'll be fine. I think you're gonna have a good time. I am concerned because Taylor keeps asking these cryptic ass questions in the chat, everyone, and it has everything to do with the night before his wedding, because they're doing like this kind of like mock joint bachelor/bachelorette like type of party / rehearsal dinner.
Yeah,
and you tell them what we're doing.
So we're getting married Thursday. And we're staying in Seattle, but what we're doing in elopement is like 4 hours away, like one drive, like 8 hour round trip, not including all the other stuff. It's gonna be a full day. So Thursday night, we're just not gonna have time to go out to eat, enjoy, and everything. Probably gonna be pretty dead and everything. So Wednesday night, when we get to Seattle, we got dinner we got reservations at a karaoke bar for a private room for like 6 of us. Champagne will be flowing. And we're going to be in this little area called Capitol Hills at Seattle, where it's like all the bars, all hangout spots are. So we're going to be bouncing around and stuff. Our boy Andrew over here doesn't drink. And I swear to God.
So I'm concerned. The reason I'm concerned is I'm sitting on the couch the other night and he's sending all these questions. Oh, like, do you have any food allergies? Do you have all this kind of stuff? And then he just says, he singles me out and says, "Oh, hey, Andrew, raspberry or mango?" And I'm like,
he's like, "Oh, I love raspberry."
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't know what this is. I'm a little worried, but raspberry always. And he responds with this like mischievous ass gif of someone laughing. I'm like, okay, I'm getting scared. So Aaron's sitting next to me. I'm like, what does this mean? What could this be? So I'm like, oh, he asked me what I prefer between mango and raspberry. She's like, oh, he's picking out a flavor edible for you. And I don't know if that's right or not, but
I guess we'll just have to see.
Look, I guess that's all I need to know. Then
you owe me. We can't hear you, Ben.
I guarantee that is exactly what is happening.
It is my wedding night, Andrew. You owe me one.
Because Aaron was sitting there. She's like, "Oh, he's getting you an edible," and then she's like looking at her phone passively while she says that, and she puts it down and like looks up. I'm like, "What?" And it's like she has this like existential realization. She's like, "I'm going to have to hear about the first time you get high off your ass, basically." I'm not going to be there to experience it. I'm going to hear about it from all of our friends, and I'm not going to see it.
She was invited.
She was. We tried to make it work, but
I understand.
Yeah, Emily's still bummed that she can't go because that was when we were all trying to figure out what was actually happening.
It
Yeah.
changed so many times, and I'm sorry about all that. We're finally set in stone, but people still invited though. So I'm just saying. So we'll see how the night goes. You know, we're trying to party. We're doing like the rehearsal / reception the night before. We got a cake. We're all getting dressed up a little bit. Got a button down and everything. Jade's actually got a full blown dress like she's wearing and stuff. She's excited, and we're just gonna go have fun. You know,
Nice.
nothing crazy. I know, Andrew, you're not a bar or a club person or anything, but I don't know.
We're gonna go bar hopping, and I'm gonna be just standing there. Hey, can I have a Coke, please?
Can I have a Coca-Cola, please? We'll see how the night goes, though. Uber is going to be our friend. Let's just all say that. But also, like, getting married the next day, I don't want to be fucking hungover. So, we'll see how it goes. I've been thinking about what songs to do at karaoke, though. It's a private room karaoke, so you don't have to worry about doing it in front of a whole bar or anything.
Right.
So,
see, that's not fun. You want the whole bar.
Yeah, I know, but everyone doesn't want that. So, we'll have fun with it.
Ben wants the pressure. Ben's just going to stand outside of the. Ben's just going to stand outside of the room and sing in the hall.
He's just like open the doors, screaming at people as they walk by.
Yeah.
Oh shit! But yes, stupid excited for y'all to be here Sunday night. We're going on a little road trip down south and stuff. So, and yeah, finally
it will
ready.
be a time.
I'm just working this final week, get some extra coin for the trip and stuff. But everything's purchased, everything's bought. We're ready to go. Last night we were sitting on the couch and we did our final reservations. I'm like, "Are we done?" And she's like, "I think we're done." I'm like, "Oh,
what now?
God. Now we have to just do it all." But yeah. We got everything out for the week that we did. We good?
Yeah, I think so.
Time for Graham
I
question.
don't remember anything else.
Oh, before we move into that, I just had a question. I was like checking to see if we were still doing
it's
this.
the Graham question of the week.
Are we? What?
You said you had a question.
No. Okay.
Are
we doing an in-person episode in one of the hotel rooms? On Monday,
I've Ben had the idea of bringing his microphone out, and I kind of want to get down with that. That sounds fun.
Do you still want to do that, Ben, or no?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, bring your
microphone. I'll have my laptop. So
everybody, the week after the 2 episodes from here, we're doing a live in-person interview where the 3 of us sit in a cheap-ass motel room on the Oregon coast,
that'll be the next episode.
A bottle. No, the next episode is this episode.
But they're not listening.
Oh,
live.
you're right.
You
right.
ding dong.
I am a ding dong. The next episode.
We won't do it live.
It's probably gonna be dumb as hell. There will be no video with it, but we're just gonna shoot the shit and hang out and see what.
We could. I will have my. Oh, well, that might not work, actually.
That's a lot of...
That's technical stuff. We'll see.
No.
We'll see what we can do.
They're lucky if they have audio for us next week.
Yeah.
But, all right. Off of that, let's move on. Graham question of the week. It's a pretty simple one this week. Got some nice responses. Who is the one actor or actress that you can't stand to watch in anything they're in? Now, I'll let y'all think.
Is it us first, or is it the
I was just saying, I'll let y'all think about it. We'll start with our listeners first. They're the important ones here.
Yeah, true.
So, the first one pisses me off a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Whoever said Danny DeVito should get slapped. No, I'm just kidding.
Too far.
I can see why some people might not like him. He's just kind of short and gremlin. I mean, he's the penguin,
He's a gremlin.
He is a gremlin.
But
that's why you love him.
But you hear he's like one of the nicest guys in Hollywood, so it's like hard to, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's different than acting. Like, his acting is pretty, he's got a shtick. I can see if you don't like that shtick.
He does have a shtick. I'll give you that. He does kind of play the same thing in everything he does. That's true. I'll give you that. I was thinking more person, but my pick also is just because of the acting and everything. Another person said Will Ferrell. Y'all Will Ferrell fans?
I enjoy him.
I'm medium on Will Ferrell. There's stuff I've seen him in where I was kind of annoyed at. There's stuff I've seen him in where I love. I mean, I freaking love The Other Guys. It's like one of my favorite movies from him.
Top 5 movie for me right there. So it's hard to argue.
So,
the stuff he's in is very 50-50 for me.
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
What I think is an underrated movie because it is comedic, but it's a little less than his usual shtick is Stranger Than Fiction. Love that movie.
I haven't seen that one.
Where his life
I've
is
always
very
wanted to see
narrated.
that.
Fantastic movie. Really good.
I like it when comedians kind of break the mold a little bit and try to do something different. Like
Yeah.
Adam Sandler's done that a couple times, and they've been.
It's got some really funny moments in it where
Yeah.
it's like kind of classic Adam Sandler. Or wow, Adam Sandler. Where did that come from?
I literally just said Adam Sandler, so that's why.
Oh well, that's where it is. Okay. See, I'm only half listening.
Welcome to the podcast, Andrew.
But for the most part, he's kind of like a serious guy, and the comedy is more like around him.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
Same person that they did an actor and actress. I kind of agree with this one. Katherine Heigl. I always forget.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
That pass for me.
I mean, I enjoy. What's that one movie? Knocked Up a little bit. You know, but it's not because of her and stuff. But
Yeah, it's because she's not the star.
yeah,
She's kind of like a blank slate, like just a blank.
kind of boring.
There's nothing there. Yeah.
Kristen Stewart. Someone said, which
Okay.
I can definitely
Yeah.
see. Can definitely see that.
Okay.
Kim Kardashian, which
What?
it's not an actress or actor, I guess. I mean, I guess she.
I mean,
I
she
get
is. She is in the latest.
Yeah.
What is it? American
Oh yeah, she's an American Horror Story now.
Horror Story. Yeah, that's the one. And
Those
you
are
know,
cool.
the Kardashian show is a show. So
Yeah, they are acting on that. They said Kim Kardashian and Nick Cage, which I'm a Nick Cage.
How dare
fan.
you?
I'm a Nick Cage fan, but I could see why someone would say Nick Cage. The next person
Yeah.
said Nicolas Cage also.
We got 2 Nicolas Cages.
2 Nicolas Cages.
Huh.
Back-to-back Amy Schumers. Understandable.
oh yeah,
Hard agree.
Hard
Hard
agree.
agree.
Hard-
Yes.
She
That's a
came
hard one.
on for like I think 2 episodes of Only Murders in the Building, and I immediately wanted to be like, "Oh God, is this going to be
yeah.
like a thing?" She was only in
Briefly.
like the first. Yeah, it's very brief, but I
Yeah.
thought it was going to keep going, and I was very concerned.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is Andrew who put you guys into the chat from our own damn page.
Yeah,
Someone said,
was it from our page again? I gotta stop
you
doing
gotta stop
that.
doing that. Someone said Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk.
What?
That's
I mean, I understand that it's not like the best performance in the MCU, but
I
like,
really don't know who I would cast as Bruce Banner. Like, who would you recast as Bruce Banner?
Who would I recast?
If you could have a dream casting of Bruce Banner. I always love those 90s castings of people.
Edward Norton.
You would go back to Edward Norton?
bring him back again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a
Interesting.
class act actor right there. So anyway,
He is. Yeah. I don't see. I don't know who I would put in that role. Like just in general.
those fan made 90s castings people do for the Avengers here and there. They always put like Tom Cruise as Iron Man and stuff. They always have what's his name from the X-Files as Bruce Banner. It seems like in those.
Oh, the main guy.
Yeah, I always forget his name.
Yeah, I could see that.
Right. Last one someone put.
That's just a weird pick to me. But sorry, the Mark Ruffalo as like I can't watch him as the Hulk. That's kind of strange to me. But
It's
anyways, go
not.
ahead.
It's not Mark Ruffalo for me. It's the treatment of the Hulk for me that I guess I would have
Yeah.
to do with. Like
I don't like what they did with the Hulk, but I like Mark Ruffalo.
I liked him. His version of the Hulk in the first Avengers, where he's like he's like in a constant crisis because he tried to commit suicide like 3 times and it wouldn't work.
Same with
and,
like
like
Age of Ultron too. Like he's freaking out and everything.
Yeah.
Like that after everything. I thought he did great there. But yeah, the treatment of the Hulk, especially post Endgame, Infinity War, when they made him a little bitch and stuff like that. That was just terrible. Last one, someone put Owen Wilson because I know he's just bullshitting all the time. Wow. I swear to God, if he doesn't say wow in season 2 of Loki, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say, which is out next week. Can't believe that.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's October 5th.
That's next week.
Yeah, that's next
My
week.
wedding. Well, okay. If we're going back to this comes out next week.
Oh.
But
Ben's the only one who's paying attention, really.
flipping the script. For me, that was all for the audience. For me,
I feel like I know your answer.
yeah, I've said mine on here before. It's Anthony Mackie. I cannot stand that guy. I don't know why. I can see right through him when he's trying to be serious. He's always, I feel like he always gets a little smirk on his face or something. That's just like,
he does have one of those faces.
Stop it. And it's just like, he's Clarence from fucking 8 Mile. He gets served by Eminem. I just can't take him serious. The fact that he took over the mantle as Captain America has nothing to do with it being someone else taking the mantle. I just hate fucking Anthony Mackie so much. It's the reason why I haven't even given Twisted Metal a shot at all. Anytime I see a trailer, I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. Anthony Mackie appears. I'm like, I'm not watching that. It's I don't know what it is. That man done nothing against me or anything off screen. Like, he's probably a stand-up guy. I don't even know. I just don't like him.
I feel like a lot of these types of answers, like when you look at actors on screen and you just cannot connect with them, it's hardly ever for a rational reason. It's always gut, and sometimes it's not even explainable.
Mm-hmm. It's just like little ticks they do that just annoy you.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Will Smith.
Oh, not a Will Smith fan, huh?
Interesting. Okay.
Is there anything that you like of his?
Men in Black 1.
Going way back.
Independence Day? My God. I'm getting everything wrong. Enemy of the State.
No, he wasn't Independence Day.
He wasn't Independence Day, but he wasn't like a main guy.
Those are his top 3 for me.
I would say like Enemy of the State I love.
I love Enemy of the State, but they could have also replaced him with someone else in that movie easily.
They could have.
Yeah.
That's an underrated movie. I love that damn movie.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies too. You're like, hey, I know that guy. Hey, I know that guy. They come in, they're like in the beginning of their acting careers and stuff. Okay, Will Smith. I mean, I hear a lot of people say that too, so I understand that. He's put out some crap movies, and he's also one of those guys, one of those actors that plays the same role, or he's almost the same.
He's typecast.
Yeah, typecast. Okay, what about you, Andrew?
Before I even heard the others, I was going to say Amy Schumer.
I feel like it's a popular answer.
Yeah. It kind of makes me mad because a lot of people say that people that don't like Amy Schumer just don't like women comedians, which is ridiculous.
Yes.
She don't deserve the love. She don't.
No.
So, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's other ones because it doesn't really happen to me often. I feel like every other time I watch something new with Erin, there's always one person she latches on to that she just like hate watches, and I don't really understand why.
Her downfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head that makes me not want to watch something because they're in it. So,
you know what actors I can't watch stand? God damn it.
Hate watching all of them stand.
Politicians. That's my answer.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Okay.
Boo. Boo.
No politics on this podcast. Fuck
yeah, no, I don't really have a solid answer.
No, I feel you. I mean, it's. I have characters I hate in movies and stuff like that, but there's not an actor or actress. But we digress. We move on. Y'all be happy to know we do not have a game this week. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh man.
Fuck your game. I did, however, come across an article. You know how like there's always the generic icebreaker questions like where are you from? All these things to start conversation. It was just a list of new icebreaker questions that people should start using to help start different conversations. And I picked out, there was like 50 of them. I picked out a bunch that we could talk on the episode, and I figured I'd just ask you guys and try to find something new that we've never talked about before and stuff. So,
okay.
Down for some questions? I mean, I feel like those are some of our best episodes when we just shoot the shit and stuff.
Yeah. Let's shoot the shit.
Let's shoot the shit.
Out of a t-shirt cannon.
Could you imagine? No, that's on. No.
That's called the zoo.
Oh yes, the spinning tail. Oh god, that video's terrible with the rhinoceros. All right, moving on. Here's a good question: if someone wrote a book about you, what would it be called?
What the? I say
Are we actually answering these, or is it like rating the questions?
No, we're answering the questions.
Rating. I rate that question.
That question sucks.
Because I hated that question when I would go on like Tinder dates and stuff.
Oh,
I'm like,
Oh,
This-
well,
this
what did
was
you
back-
say then?
I was just like, I don't know.
That's the title.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Bring back the classics, man. That's my old geezer out of the way, just to get that out. Because, dude, I'd be asked these questions. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? What would my book say?
Mine
Go ahead,
would be
Andrew.
called "What is Going On."
I'm pretty sure there's
What
one
is
of those
happening?
already.
Mine
if I
would
say
be
an Uber driver
called
the rest of my life.
Are you sure about that?
A story of the story of Benjamin.
Ben's just in a turtleneck on the cover, like, are you sure about that?
Mine, if I'm a Uber driver the rest of my life, is the Backseat Chronicles. I don't know why. I'm just gonna stick with it.
I feel like it's also kind of a euphemism
Yeah, I love it.
that's up for interpretation.
It is. It is. I'll give you that. Yeah. Here's a cool one I've never thought about in my whole life. If you could create a theme park, what would it look like? What kind of theme park you want? Jade, I asked this question to Jade, and we both kind of brainstormed one together. She wants to do a theme park that's 50-50. You go left, it's like an enchanted forest. The whole thing's like enchanted forest theme. You go left, it's very happy, it's very bright. You go right, very dark, very gothic. Both sides though have a subtle hint of the opposite. Like in the very happy land areas, like the characters just have the creepiest,
darker than
faces,
it seems.
yes, and everything.
Yeah.
But you go right, it's like those goth girls who loves taking photos of cemeteries type, just like that shit and everything. It's fun over here and everything, but over there on the happy side, you're like, death is around the corner. Like, I don't know if this character's gonna stab me type shit. It just
everybody's smiles look like they've been on their face for way too long. It's starting to look plasticky and stuff.
Yep. I thought that was a cool
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I like that. Mine would be mythology themed.
Okay.
Different areas for different cultures, mythologies. You got like a ancient Egypt, you got like a Norse area, and like for the Norse, you could have like these like thick, false, like huge pine forests. You can stumble upon like all the stuff. You got rides that are all based on like
you could pillage a
battles of the
forest,
gods.
maybe.
Yeah, you're like stuck in between. You're like stuck in between like celestial like bodies, like battling it out and stuff.
Dude, Mount Olympus,
exploring tombs.
That'd be a cool ride.
Yeah,
Mount Olympus.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
I think that'd be cool. Just go to different mythological, and not even just the big three, which I would guess be big four. It'd be like Norse, Greek, Roman, and Egyptian. You could also do like the Japanese stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You could do like the weird like Indian stuff, like any kind of folklore that has like a pantheon of like gods or mythology or whatever. Just like throw it in there and give it its own.
What about Holy Land in Orlando? Remember Holy Land?
Shut up.
What about American gods?
Yeah, where's Jesus at?
That's not American gods.
He saw Budweiser.
I only said that because of the Neil Gaiman book, and it's really good.
Hell yeah.
That's one that's been on my list for a little while that I've been meaning to get to.
Is that the one that they based the show off of on Stars?
There is a show, yeah. It was good. Oh, it was fine.
Yeah.
First two seasons were good, but
what about you, Ben?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you're going straight into a Lord of the Rings.
Why didn't I think of that?
I don't know, because you're wrong.
You're wrong. Give me an example.
They already have a Lord of the Rings amusement park. It's called New Zealand.
Dude, I had someone in the car from New Zealand. Sorry to interrupt you. They said there's so much crime in New Zealand. Like it's a thing.
I've heard that.
Like I always thought like New Zealand was this peaceful little island out there, just chilling, But no,
I've heard it's got some really rough areas.
It's like fucking gangs out there and shit. Like,
yeah,
they were like, it's pretty reminiscent of like L.A. Compton, like gang wars and stuff and everything. Like, Jesus Christ, I had no idea. Thought they were just like little hobbits out there hanging out. Not obviously not.
Kiwis?
No hobbits.
No hobbits. They're all halflings.
So, what's going on at this Lord of the Rings theme park?
Do you die there?
the food court is made up to look like Hobbiton.
Okay.
All right. You have a giant Mount Doom, and then you have on top of Mount Doom, or not on top of Mount Doom, but the Eye of Sauron that like just tweaks out in the middle of the park.
Love it.
Just watches you wherever you go.
Love it.
So you make something to make it where it looks like it's always watching you. And then you have like a little riverboat ride. It's like Schmeagle. I don't know. Incorporate it. Figure it out.
I don't know. Figure it out.
And then you have like a ride like Harry Potter Land where you're on a motorcycle, but instead of a motorcycle, you're on a horse and you ride with the Rohirrim.
Oh,
And then-
yes. You're with the Rohirrim. Heck yeah.
There you go. The Rohirrim. And then you have like a giant like Ent area, like the kitty tree park, be full of Ents.
Okay.
I feel like
And do you have orcs just randomly patrolling like the stormtroopers do at
Yeah,
Galaxy's Edge?
you would have the orcs, trolls, and goblins patrolling the whole place.
I feel like there's a
Cool.
cool roller coaster set up with smog. Like
No,
whole room,
no,
gold
no.
and everything. Come on.
Lord
No.
of the Rings only, no Hobbit.
Lord of the Rings, not a Hobbit,
Okay.
not a
Okay.
Hobbit area.
You know damn well they're going to branch out into that too. They always do.
Who is they? I'm the one making this theme park, sir.
Do you not like
I'm
money?
the captain now.
Oh.
The audio for that portion of the conversation is going to be real fun. Ben's just swallowing his mic the entire time.
He's running around
Have a
correcting people who say stuff that's wrong. They're like, is that the eye of Steven Sauron? Something like that.
You have the sort of Isildur, the broken sword, where you can like put it together like the lightsabers at Star Wars. You can put together a little
Ooh, a
sword.
forging
You can
station?
have a forge area.
Ooh.
Building. Oh.
Ooh.
All right. If we're branching out, then we make a water park area themed around the Numenorians, and then
Oh.
I know we were
And
talking
then
You could have.
Lotharian
you're-
as like a little resting area.
I was going to say, you could do like, you know how they had, I don't know if you do or not. They used to have the island at Disney World that was like Swiss Family Robinson with like the tree
Yeah.
forts and everything ever. You do a big version of that and it's Lothlorien where you can go in through like the elves like hallways in the trees and walk in these big redwoods and stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, man.
All right. I like your idea. It's good.
Let's put,
You could easily make Lord of the Rings into a theme park. It's just
Yeah,
a matter
easily.
of doing it right.
easily, yeah.
You could have a Epcot-esque type feel where you travel to the different cultures and stuff and eat and sample from their cuisines
Yeah, man.
and stuff.
Sure.
No one will eat in Mordor. It's just ash and shit. So, but you know what I mean. We
Everything's
won't
hot
sell
and
food there.
spicy.
But you can't even get into Mordor unless there's like some secret entrance because no one just you can't just walk into Mordor.
That's the trick. That's the trick.
trick.
Okay. See, that's where you have like a big black gate. And it doesn't open unless a lot of like actors come out as orcs patrolling. And to get in, you have to run real quick. Or you have to go through like secret tunnels.
And then instead of like, you know, Galaxy's Edge and Harry Potter World, there's people walking around dressed up like Jedi or like students at Hogwarts. You got a bunch of people walking around in like cloaks, like
Bro, it's
looking
gonna be
like
a
hobbits
giant
and stuff.
It's gonna be a giant Ren fair, dude.
What
Yeah.
about,
I'm down for that.
hear me out. The entry, you don't get a ticket, you get a ring.
That's the new magic band. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Magic.
that's a good idea.
Fast
A ring of
pass.
power.
Ring of power. If
You
will.
get a ring of power.
Yes. I like it.
I like it.
I like
It's-
it a lot. That sounds
but-
fun.
I need to
So-
find
so
some
how-
like you put
sponsors.
some thought into
So
this
how are we
already.
funding this shit? How are we doing this?
Hey, Jeff Bezos. I got an idea.
Hey, Tolkien Estate. I got an offer you can't refuse.
I know you hate. I know y'all love diminishing your people's name. Let's do this.
Yes.
Oh shit! All right. Before we lose everyone, next question. If you were a ghost, how would you haunt people, and where do you want to haunt at?
Bathroom
would just-
stalls.
Yeah, but bathroom stalls are great, or long hallways.
Okay.
I would just stand there looking menacing at the end of a long hallway, but at the same time, just kind of be like, oh, like that would be my boo. It's just you just hear like a oh.
What's that?
I would haunt people by acting like they were the ghost and I was the one terrified.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like just start freaking out.
My inspiration is going to come from the classic 13, or not 13 Ghosts, I'm sorry, Ghost Ship, where Mudvayne played.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to haunt a cruise ship and have people have the worst time of their life. It's coming out of their toilets on them, all these different things. It's going to be fun. Now, why are you in this hallway? How did you die in this hallway?
I didn't die in the hallway.
Isn't it? Don't you haunt where you died at?
Yeah, that's how I understood it.
Not the 2 foot by 2 foot area that you died.
So
the area is the grander scheme. Like, if you die,
I think
on
it's
an
the
estate,
building
you don't leave the estate
or the floor.
So you're just in a random house of some sort, school. Where do you want to die at?
Where do you want to die? Taking notes here.
I want to. And I want to die in like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment.
Okay, very suspicious. 92, 900
Not
square
unlike
feet.
the one I live in now. But
very modern American dream of you.
Because if I'm haunting in a hallway, one, I'm always going to have people to haunt. That stuff rotates like crack. All right,
Sure.
like people are going to be coming and go. Someone leaves, they need to make their money. They're getting a new family's in next week. All right. And if I'm in the hallway, where else are they going to go? Like, that's the best. Is if I'm haunting you, you're just going to shit yourself and fall on the floor.
A hotel might be a good pick for that.
It would
be. No.
Constant exchange of people.
And terrible food.
You're a ghost.
You don't eat.
You don't eat.
I'm speaking this like Bly Manor ghosts where they interact with people.
Okay.
It's fresh on the mind. It's fresh on the mind.
Gotcha. Okay.
Actually, like I don't think you guys have seen it, but it is kind of nice to see like the way they interpret things. Because like the ghosts have like flashbacks, like they're kind of caught in a constant loop of memory, so they always disappear out of nowhere. But it's because they're getting pulled back into another memory. It's kind of nice. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fresh. Kind of funky.
I don't know this.
You know.
I don't know the show. Is it funny or is it like serious?
Oh no, it's terrifying.
Terrifying.
Oh,
it's serious. It's like haunting a Hill House.
Mike Flanagan.
Oh, it's that side. It's that. Okay.
Gotcha. That guy.
I feel like there's like 1,000 things called The Haunting in their title, and I don't know if they're connected or not.
No. Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor are the only two that were like relatively connected with like the same actors. And then you had Midnight Mass and Midnight Club.
Yeah, Midnight Club. But like, there's a new movie called The Haunting in Venice, isn't it?
No, none of that.
That's based off a book. I have the book actually on my shelf. I've been meaning to read it.
There's just so many different movies with haunting. I'm like, I don't know what's what here.
Yeah, basically, if it doesn't have Mike Flanagan before it, I don't care.
Gotcha, understand.
Because it's spooky, but it's also really good story. So, because you're like, oh my god, this is so interesting. Ha, scared. Oh wow, more plot. Ha, oh my god, it's nice.
Ha!
we got like 7 episodes into, or only like 5 episodes into Midnight Club and just stopped. We synopsis.
Have you seen Midnight Mass?
Did not see Midnight Mass.
You need to watch Midnight Mass. Have you seen Haunting a Hill House?
No, we've only watched.
You need to watch Haunting a Hill House. Watch Haunting a Hill House first. That is the start, and it's going to ruin everything else for you because it's so freaking good.
Can't wait. Okay, we're getting into our spooky season, so we'll definitely check it out. Let's check out another one's questions. What was your AIM screen name? Was it Diabetic Ben for you, Ben? Or was that Xbox? Is that when that started?
No, that was Xbox when that started. It was like it's either Monjo64 or Benjamin or Benjamming.
Benjamming.
Yeah.
Benjamin Mon.
Or it was like the XX and XX.
Mine was Mudvayne 2468.
Hell yeah.
It was right when I got into them. 7th grade.
Mine was Skate Fan 777.
Oh, he was a skater boy.
Can I just tell you how much I hated that song when it came out?
So you like it now?
No, I'm just especially then because it was a lot hotter. So everyone was like, "Oh, he's a skater boy," and then made me want to throw my skateboard in the trash.
Oh my god!
It was a dark day for skateboarding. That is for sure.
Here's a question. What was your MySpace screen name?
Oh my god! What was my MySpace name? It was Taylor something.
It was Benjamin Button.
Nice.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, at some point that was the last one I like coherently remember.
Oh, mine was X Tiger X. That's when X Tiger X started for me.
I had a few, but the main one I remember is X Kruger Core X, and the core was spelled with a K so that it matched the Kruger.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I had no idea that X was for like straight edge and everything, and I was just rocking it and everything. And so that was fun times. Back when everyone was straight edge before they found out they liked beer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They're straight edge because they couldn't drink it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. What's a bad habit y'all trying to break right now?
My sleep schedule.
To break?
Yeah. Come on, you gotta have one. Everyone has
I'm
my
trying to
sleep
break
schedule. My sleep schedule.
I need sleep, guys. Listen, I need help.
I need sleep schedule.
My sleep schedule.
What is your sleep schedule?
Guys, my sleep schedule.
What is your sleep schedule? What are you trying to get on?
I don't really know. I just gotta stop going to bed at 2 a.m. Like,
is it because of your child or is it because of you?
Oh no, it's because of me. It's 100% me.
I'll log into on my PlayStation at 10 o'clock at night and see Andrew on there playing Call of Duty or something.
Yeah,
which is what 1 a.m.
Yeah, my problem is I get really productive with like non-work things, even some work things. Sometimes during the day I won't do a lot of work during work hours, and then something happens at night and I just hone in on everything that I need to do.
It's because it's quiet. I feel you.
You're not distracted. That's when I do most of my painting.
The child is
in the morning.
Yeah.
So, but then I have to wake up and be online by 9 o'clock and already, have Landon have his breakfast and have a good start on the day. And it just sucks ass because I just function so much better at night, but I'm trying to get better to where I'm trying to make myself a morning person is the thing. And I've gone so far into the extreme because before I used to go to bed at like maybe 11 consecutively. And I was okay. It was like a kind of medium of both worlds, but now I'm leaning too hard into the night owl thing. And Landon's waking up at like 7 a.m, like pummel driving me, like jumping on me in my sleep and stuff. I'm like, okay. So
that's funny.
Yeah. Help.
I'm not trying to break anything right now.
No bad habits.
I'm perfect.
Yeah.
No, I'm not perfect. I just gave up on trying to fix it. It ain't gonna change.
What
I would love to wake up. I would love to have a better sleep schedule. I'm still gonna be up till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I'd love to stop smoking, but it tastes too damn good, man.
Wait.
What'd you give up on?
Smoking or vaping?
Vaping. Sorry, there's a distinction.
I was just seeing if you moved on to cigarettes. I was about to yell at you.
No, I've been craving them crazy, but no.
I might see.
Remember that one time I took the sickest portrait ever of you blowing smoke out with a cigarette in your mouth, like a Defeater album cover or something.
Full circle, yeah.
We're gonna be smoking next week.
Yeah. No, I just go like having a routine, but with this job right now, it's just like everything's kind of
working bar life. You're night owl no matter what.
It's an unhealthy way of living.
It really is.
Sure.
Why y'all deserve all the respect and tips and everything. So, but more power to you.
Indeed.
Mine would be not following through with things. I guess I'm trying to break that habit of committing to stuff and seeing it all the way through. Which I have a bad habit of
checking out.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue. I thought of my answer and I shouted it, but sorry.
There you go.
Interrupt.
We're checking out. Interrupting people. That's my bad habit. Oh. Okay, cool.
Something about the way he reacts. Interrupting you.
Dude, it's 8:30. We're like 45 minutes from my bedtime. What's the first movie y'all saw in theaters? Ever?
Oh God.
I know mine.
Why would you lived in the theater, so I don't really remember.
Yeah. Mine was.
I remember seeing episode 1.
That was 1999.
Yes.
Because I saw that too in theaters.
So did I.
I remember
my uncle would not shut up about how terrible it was.
I remember the first 3 movies I saw in theaters, and I had to look them all up, and I put them in order when they came out. The first one, I went with my family. We saw Mulan. I don't know why.
Saw that one, yeah.
Yeah. And then it was episode 1 in 99, and in 2000 we went and saw The Grinch, Jim Carrey movie at the old theater off US 1 before they tore it down, where the Just for Fun Kids Zone was, or whatever that thing was called.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it there. I don't know why I remember that.
Wait, yeah.
Where the new town center is, or whatever. Well,
that's where I saw Toy Soldiers there.
Nice. Oh, I love Toy Soldiers.
I saw A Knight's Tale there.
With
my aunt.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the one that we would go to all the time.
Same.
I remember that growing up.
And then Rave opened
That's
up
a
and we
bunch of
stopped
stuff.
going.
I mean, I just went to Treasure Coast.
Yeah. Well, I lived in Fort Pierce, so.
I don't remember. I distinctly remember seeing episode 1. I remember Mulan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm remembering these because you guys are jogging my memory by mentioning this.
Why did we all see Mulan?
I don't know.
Because it was a Disney movie, dude, and it was dope.
But that was like the only Disney movie I remember seeing in theaters.
To be fair, it's one of the only Disney movies you've seen in general.
No, get the fuck out. I've seen like.
I'm being facetious.
Shut the fuck up.
No, one of my main movie memories is I remember going with my grandma and my little cousin to go see Jimmy Neutron in the morning.
Yep. Nice. I remember seeing that.
And then going and seeing Fellowship of the Ring the same night.
What a combo.
Going back with my dad.
What a combo.
Wait, Toys.
Yeah, with Jimmy Neutron during the day, and then Lord of the Rings, the first one at night with my dad.
I remember seeing Lord of the Rings. I saw all those in theaters. I remember seeing Jimmy Neutron. It's not Toy Soldiers. Is that the movie? What it's called?
Toy Soldiers.
You're talking about the
Gorgonites and the soldiers fighting.
Yeah.
Toy Soldiers.
Is it?
I remember the Burger King toys.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the movie. Hold on. Small Soldiers.
I was about to say you did not see Toy
Small
Soldiers.
Soldiers.
Small Soldiers. Toy Soldiers from 1991.
Because I was trying to check the year. Because that was 98. I remember seeing that in theaters.
Mulan was 98 also.
Trying to think of anything before that I remember.
I can't remember shit before that.
When did Toy Story? That was 95.
95.
One day I just sat up and was sentient. I don't know what happened before.
Anyways, it sounds like we're all about the same boat, the same different movies around the same time. So, another movie question I have: who is your favorite movie villain?
Oh,
not the
That's
best.
kind of like a left field question. I don't have that on the cusp of my brain right now.
Well, who popped in your head there? Like the person that popped in your head is the one you like.
I mean, Darth Vader is.
I think he's the popular answer. Yeah,
my favorite.
Okay, I was about to say I'm asking your favorite, not the best one.
No, it's current, right? Not like the way you framed it. The question, for some reason, I thought it was like from childhood movies.
No, literally, of all the movies you've ever seen,
okay,
who is your favorite villain? Like you just resonated. He was your favorite part of the movie and everything.
I would say Vader, but I would kind of view him as not as much of a villain in my mind anymore. He is a villain, but we've learned so much more about his character that now it's kind of like he's not just a straight up like all the way bad guy.
Yeah,
to me now. So
if you look up a bunch of lists, he's always number one. I was checking him out too before we got on.
I mean, he's classic.
Like he is a bad guy, but
mine
his presence is just scary.
Yeah, his presence. Yeah, it's true.
Mine is one y'all I know you haven't seen, or I mean Ben, I can't remember, but we've talked to Mission Impossible. Dude, Philip Seymour Hoffman as a bad guy in number 3.
Is that number 3?
As number 3.
I remember that one. He's good.
I mean, he brings the Bond villain-esque attitude to an American spy story and everything. And he's the best part of that movie, hands down. I loved him in that movie.
So some of the standouts for me maybe not necessarily my favorites, but just ones that immediately come to my mind. Moriarty from the Sherlock BBC series.
Yep.
Fantastic. Also Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator.
Okay, that's a solid pick. Yeah.
Dude is just creepy and he's just weird as hell.
Yeah.
But I think, and it's not necessarily movies, but just in media, and this is pre Hot Topic getting a hold of it and him being in big movies and stuff. Just classic Joker.
Okay.
To me.
Yep.
I get that.
Mark Hamill Joker and also general comic book Joker. He's just like fantastic villain before Hollywood really sunk their hooks into it.
But I mean, Heath Ledger Joker too. I mean,
oh yeah, he was great too.
And everything. I fuck with that list. That's a good list.
Yeah.
I think in my opinion, the best villain of any movie ever was Hannibal Lecter. Like the way he was portrayed.
He's good. Yeah.
It's just he is the bad guy, and it's just so good. But yeah, Vader's probably the top. That's a favorite there.
I love a quiet villain.
Yes,
that's the thing. Is like I have a type of villain that I like, and it's the ones that aren't necessarily villains. They're correct in their own thoughts. Their thoughts just are opposite to the correct way, but to them it's correct. I like complex villains, but I also like Darth Vader and Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Ooh, Darth Maul.
Oh, dude.
Like Darth Maul is Darth Vader was my favorite, and then I saw Maul, and then I was like, oh my god! And then they killed him, and I was like, okay, whatever.
And
then the Clone Wars, bringing it back.
That made it. That's what really made him better too.
Yeah. They fleshed him out, and his whole story is so good.
I just had a thought, and it's gone. So there's that.
I will. I do gotta give a solid. I mean, this is kind of a pick, but Thanos in Infinity War was just awesome, in my opinion.
Thanos in Infinity War is a lot more interesting than Thanos in the comics. A lot more, because in the comics it's just I just want to kill everything. That's it. Yeah. And in this one, there's motivation and there's humanity behind it.
Josh Brolin's voice behind it too.
Understandable.
He vocalized him really well, in my opinion. But you've done better though.
Yeah, I like villains that are like the kind of quiet, methodical ones, and like Ben said, the ones that make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I really love, now that I'm talking myself into it, I really love Thrawn.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
really love Thrawn. I don't know, dude. There's so many.
We can just mention them all of them and be like, yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah,
hell yeah.
This is a random ass question. If you could shoot anything from a cannon, what would you pick? We're asking the hard hitting questions over here.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Imagine getting sprayed by cannon hot dogs.
The glizzy cannon. I don't know. I'm immediately overthinking this, and Ben immediately answered hot dogs, and now I'm like, damn, what would I pick?
I want to see like the largest spear ever made, and just watch that thing annihilate like a building or some shit. I'm talking like, you ever seen pumpkin chunkin'? Like those fucking cannons?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of a rail cannon?
Oh, a rail cannon? Yes.
A rail gun? That is what a rail gun is.
Yeah.
No, I thought they shoot arrows.
Rail guns are like the energy weapons in sci-fi.
Yeah, I thought they shot like
the real life rail guns. They shoot a.
They do shoot like a projectile, don't they?
They shoot like a stick.
Yeah, that's right. And that thing just annihilates.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah. It's they use the force of the impact as the explosion. There's literally no explosives with it.
Gotcha.
I forgot about the rail gun.
So
I don't know.
What about like
sheep or something?
Sheep.
Honestly, you came out the gate with a damn hot dog answer. You know, that sounds great.
I feel like there's no good answer after that.
Do you want a cannon full of hot dogs, or do you want to make a massive glizzy of some sort? Talking like 4 foot long glizzy.
Just a huge meat log in a case, just one missile, a huge meat missile.
Oh, and we'll send someone out there into like a field to catch it with a bun, like a giant bun. The person who catches the giant hot dog wins.
I love this.
It's like a home run derby for hot dog slinging. I love it.
New American pastime.
It's the 4th of July version of pumpkin chunking.
Oh my god, I love it.
New holiday
giant glizzies
activity.
instead.
Oh, if I ever have a large homestead with a big field, I know what I'm doing on 4th of July.
I'm just picturing like, see, that's hilarious. That is a hilarious image. But like, if you were just making a massive potato cannon, you're just stuffing it to the brim with ballpark hot dogs and just blotting out the sun with hot dogs. Like you're shooting a volley of, you're like shooting a volley of arrows, but it's just all hot dogs.
The scene from 300.
Yes.
The sun gets blocked
Death
out.
by Glizzy.
Oh, that's a great answer. Great answer.
Love it. Spaghetti nests, fettuccine nests, just like
raining
fettuccine
noodles.
Octopuses flying through the air.
I love it.
I don't know.
I'm just sorry. What's your most hated chore and why?
Oh,
Clothes.
Folding clothes? Or just like everything?
No, just anything involving clothes.
I feel you.
Putting it in the hamper is
wearing them.
Not a fan.
Oh,
Getting dressed in the morning, nah, dude. I'm just going in and picking a item.
mine would definitely be like doing the floors, like vacuuming, but then you start mopping and it's just like you start breaking your back or something.
That's a good one because especially
I like
for me
doing
now,
those.
because there's always so much shit to pick up because I have a kid now.
Mhm.
So
See,
like,
but it's satisfying, man.
it is
See a
satisfying
big
after the
clump
fact.
at the end.
But like, there's so much pre-work to do before you get to the actual
moving
floors.
everything and stuff.
Yeah,
picking up
and
rugs.
if you have rugs, you have chairs, you have like.
You gotta clean under the rugs, sir.
So you just go around everything that's on the floor. If it's not bare floor, it doesn't get cleaned. Is that what you're telling
Exactly. Who's going under there? Not me.
Oh my god.
What's it matter?
me? Ben's exposing himself over here.
You're gonna find out, but my fucking dog sheds like there's no tomorrow. So
Yeah.
Bro, I just swept the floors tonight, and like my dog sheds. It's a thin, like a small haired dog. It's the size of another dog.
Yeah.
That I swept up, and I'm like, wow, look at all this hair. That's crazy. And I put it away, and I'm like, oh, and it's clean. It's done. It's easy. Done.
Strider, we would sweep up his hair like in the morning on a weekend, and we always called it the Trump wig. There was just a huge pile of orange hair at the end of it.
you go a week here, and there's like 3 Jacksons laying on the ground. It's insane. He's part German Shepherd, so that tells you everything you need to know.
Dusting is also trash.
Oh, dusting sucks too. You know what? Fuck
I
cleaning.
used to say I used to say dishes, but that's kind of therapeutic for me now.
This is to me no big deal because I kind of do them while I'm like cooking dinner, so it's like
same.
it just feels.
You do it kind of at the same time. And
Yeah, I unload. I'll get dinner going. It's over there sauteing for 2 minutes. I unload the dishwasher, and then it's just all that shit. Maybe a couple more before we get on out of here. What's been your most questionable haircut or fashion moment? I'm looking back at 8th grade Taylor and shaking my fucking head, man.
I had a faux hawk. I've had a mohawk. I've had a mullet. I've had long hair, short hair, bald head. I kind of just choose hair depending on my mood, so I don't really have regrettable.
So for me,
haircuts.
Yeah, you've
Our fashion trend doesn't even have to be a haircut if we're talking about hair.
Dude, Ben is basically like the choose your design a character guy at the beginning of a game. You could literally he's done everything with his hair.
He's the guy on the wall you point to, like, I'll do number 3. Thanks.
Yeah.
Emily, look back through our
He's the
photos,
entire catalog at the hair salon.
and the amount of different hairstyles I've had just in us dating alone is just like, who is that person? Regrettable style, skinny jeans and flannels, sure.
Yeah.
Trying to wear clothes that didn't actually fit.
Yeah.
For me, once I got to being a teenager, I kind of just had only 2 haircuts. It was either long hair or buzzed hair. Yeah. There was no in between. So,
I remember your buzzed hair, and it made me very alarmed.
I used to cut it.
Yeah. Yeah, Shane used to cut it, and then Taylor used to cut it, and then I finally started cutting it myself. I never felt more like a yuppie than when I had buzzed hair.
Yeah.
I'd say either the classic 90s kid bowl cut or middle school me having short hair, but the entire top was dyed blonde.
Oh, nice.
Like the top was blonde and the side was brown.
Oh my god! Is there photos of
Yeah.
that? Please.
Somewhere. Like it sounds terrible. It didn't look that bad, but it was questionable.
Understand.
Oh, you know what? That thing that every middle schooler was doing in our time, where they would only spike the front of their hair.
Oh my god, the front
yeah.
bit just going up.
The front
yeah,
bit, yeah.
The cowlick. It was called the cowlick.
Yeah,
I used to do that.
Yep.
I used to do that.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. In middle school, me was like, I found the thickest possible gel. I think it was like gel to glue or something, and spikes, baby. I was a spiker back in fucking middle school.
Oh, I did that. I did the colored gel.
Oh, yeah. Mine.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
8th and 9th grade, I was also dyeing my hair jet black too. So that
I never did that, but I looked like I was in a boy band for a little while there in middle school.
I will say,
because of that hair and the spike in the front.
I will say though, like I didn't regret any of those. Like that was what we were back then. That was when we were standing out, doing our thing. I had a mullet when I was like an infant because I've described my family, but my most regrettable from like 16 till I was like 25, I would just, what Andrew said, I would just buzz my hair and I would do it short, like an inch or something like that. And looking back at it, I was like, I could look so much better if I just grew that shit out. I hate looking at those old photos and everything.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy I started growing it out. I think I started like 24. Yeah. Started letting it grow out a little bit. Now it's, my God, it's the longest it's ever fucking been. It's crazy. Well,
it looks good. You can like push it back and stuff.
Oh,
you got the aging Dallas Green type where you can push it back.
Jade's telling me I gotta wait one more year till I can cut it. I am letting everything grow out, beard and everything. And this Sunday I'm going to get trimmed up and looking all spiff and everything for the wedding. But I'm not really touching. Do you
trim your mustache or does it just stay that thin?
No, I trim my mustache. Once it starts getting no, my hair don't grow in that thick. I'm lucky to have facial hair. My dad can't grow shit, but my grandpa has a great beard, so I got.
Well, it's just like because the
here?
neck.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's just you're missing the connecting piece.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't grow. That doesn't grow right there. There's like very thin.
I mean, mine doesn't either. The mustache helps cover that up.
There's hair there, but it's very very like few pieces. You can't really tell. I've always been able to do like an Honest Abe and everything, which I used to. I used to shave my mustache and do like the cheeks. And
I remember that.
That leprechaun photo of me.
I tell you what, man, gingers have it the worst off trying to grow facial hair.
Yeah,
even the mustache. Like I thought about trimming this up, and it's too light, so it looks like just peach fuzz. I'm like, man.
Yeah, I'm happy my mustache comes as thick as it does. Because if not, I would hate it. But yeah. One more before we get out of here.
Welcome back to Beard Talk on the Board Till Death podcast.
We did the Canon chat, shooting hot dogs.
I'd say while he's looking it up, I just cleaned my face for the first time with like a razor in like years, and it is the most weird experience I've had. I was like,
I bet a razor has not touched my face since high school.
I love going to the barber and they pull out that straight blade though and like line you up and everything. It feels so good. Here we go. How much does your personality change when you're around different groups of people?
It changes about 80%.
Taylor knows the answer to this for me.
More like 90.
90. Good solid 90. From what to what?
I literally change depending on my environment.
Same.
If I'm alone, I'm very chill. Don't really talk a lot. But if I'm with people who like pull the best out of me, I'm going to meet that level. But if I'm around like really negative people, I'm going to equally be negative and
Like if I'm around you guys or I'm around people that I'm like really close to that are like friends, not family, but friends.
Yeah.
They see the unhinged side.
Yeah.
If I'm around family, I'm very open, but it's I'm a normal human side.
Yeah. I don't curse.
If it's around acquaintances, it's kind of like, oh, a respectable person. That's what you are. And around my coworkers, not much going on there. So
I honestly feel like I'm kind of the same around no matter what. I might change a smidge, like especially family. You act different around your family for the most part, but
Yeah.
like I'm still like sassy, cracking jokes, pissing everyone off at times and stuff around them too. So I don't know. I definitely used to bite my tongue a lot more and like hold back on some things and everything, but not anymore and shit. So, but
Yeah.
I try to stay me no matter who I'm around.
I just
Aw.
remember just be yourself. I remember back in the day when me and Taylor used to go to this church. Everybody would always be.
Sorry,
You okay?
No.
Are you okay?
I yelled cult. That's all I did.
Oh. Me and Taylor used to. Well,
we did not fit.
obviously, we didn't really fit in very well. But everyone loved Taylor because he was a lot more, outgoing and stuff like that. He would talk
I
more.
would play into their shtick a little more, just to try to enjoy time and everything. They were very weird.
Yeah.
And
everybody always thought I was quiet.
Yeah.
Even and I felt like I still talked a decent amount. If people talked to me, I would talk to them, but everyone thought I was quiet.
It was
So they would
hilarious
talk
me.
to Taylor and he'd be like, "What are you talking about? He never shuts up."
Yeah.
And like Erin was the same way. People would literally come up to her in the church and be like, "What do you all talk about that you are together?
I know.
Like, how are you even together? What do you talk about?" She's like, "He doesn't stop talking. What are you talking about?"
we go to bookstores and he doesn't shut up.
I just want to read.
Yeah, right. And we just didn't want to talk about the crap y'all are talking about. So
Yeah, I have a hard time. Like people think I'm quiet all the time, but I also just don't like if it's a quiet. I'm comfortable with silence. That's the thing.
Yes.
Is
Same.
like if it's quiet, I'm gonna mash it. I'm just like, cool. I don't have to talk and waste energy. Dope. But if someone starts talking, I'm like, oh yeah, cool, I'll jump in. But to go out of my way and just be like, oh my god, so have you seen this like new thing? I'm like, no, what? I'm not gonna talk like that.
That's exactly how I am in my Uber. Like if they're silent, I'm silent. I'll say hi. I can tell if someone wants to talk or not. I basically let them dictate if we're going to talk or something. So
Yeah,
I'm cool with that. All right, y'all. See y'all in a few days. Well, everyone else listening to the podcast, I won't see y'all, but the boys I will.
Putting on a show. We're gonna see in a few days.
Yes, we
actually by the time this comes out,
we'll be
it's day
already hanging out.
We will be.
We're on the Oregon coast right now, baby.
This episode will be out before y'all even get to Oregon, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's true. Because we land
10
That's
30.
right.
So
What?
time change. It comes out at midnight.
East Coast, 9 o'clock.
We
here.
land
Oh,
10 something over there. So
Ben's got us some words. We got him on time.
yeah.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Any fast words before we get it? Any
Any
final
fast
words?
food?
Fast words.
Eat some burgers and McDonald's fries. Barbecue.
Wow, that was impressive. Barbecue.
All right, y'all. We'll talk to y'all later. Next time y'all hear me, I will be a married man, and the boys will be hanging out. Keep an eye on the Instagram page where we posting a bunch of stupid shit next week. I'm pretty sure about and everything.
Yes. Yeah, there will be shenanigans.
Keep an eye on the stories. There'll be reels. There'll be everything. I'm going to be content creating out the ass before the weddings.
His eyebrows.
They're creeping me
1,000
out.
miles an hour.
I'm trying to talk here, and he's just. Say bye to everyone.
Bye to everyone.
Say bite everyone.
Bite your grandma. Hold on.
From Home Alone.
Yes.
I've got your intro. Well, you can use this one too, but sad SpongeBob song.
What are we sad?
Anakin Skywalker.
What?
Pippin, come here. Come here, bud. Drop your bone. Come here.
Hi, Emily.
She can't hear you.
Say it again.
Hi, Emily.
Pippin, come here. Take his phone. Come here. Get your beat.
Full of a toque.
Do it for the vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
Pippin. Pippin, come here. See this? Get.
Yeah, I'm still laughing over the hot dog cannon.
What?
All right, ready?
And I cannot stress this enough. The dog doing. Sing the blues, Pippin. What's that?
Anytime he hears polka or accordions, he loses his shit.
That is fantastic. I love it. Oh my god.
I was getting Fifo Goes West vibes there. I don't know why.